Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews, and today we're reviewing another electric toothbrush. We review these on a regular basis, and the goal is to find the best possible electric toothbrush on the planet Earth. And a lot of times it's not one toothbrush, it's actually a combination of two. And I think this is no different today. This is the Cybersonic 3 electric toothbrush. I'm reading the specs to make sure I get that correctly. This is the world's fastest toothbrush at 40,000 strokes per minute of sonic blastiness. I don't know. But let's look at the head on this thing. There is no shaft. There is no like tall shaft that goes into the brush head itself, and then you get a little thin sonic reactive head here, and this snaps right on over the ball of this, and then you're left with this sound. That's loud. And the crazy part is, cut to this video, is whenever this thing is running, it makes like no movement in the brush head. You don't see it. And then watch this when it hits a surface. Pretty insane. So this is like the ultimate cleaner polisher for your teeth. And really, whenever they reached out to me to review it, I looked at the reviews and I was like, this is overwhelmingly good reviews. Like, this is pretty impressive for a toothbrush. And this is the Cybersonic 3, version 3. So I don't know if there's two other ones. I tried to look up videos. It's just a bunch of old infomercials that exist out there for it. So I'm like, how old is this device? How long has it been around? Apparently it's been around a long time. I don't know if someone's purchased this and reinventing the wheel with it or bringing it back to market. I don't know, but there's thousands of positive reviews for this Cybersonic 3 toothbrush. So I just had to review it. So I've been with it for probably over a month. I'll just say a month. So a while to kind of figure out if, you know, what technique to use, what to use with it, and stuff like that to get the best results. But it ships with a stand, a charging stand. The light stays on while it's charging. It doesn't go off when it's completely charged, which is weird. They claim a week or two, I guess depending on usage of battery life, but mine stayed on the charger the entire time. The really weird thing about the charging stand is what goes underneath it. It's the head holders, because you do get the floss attachment and the tongue scraper attachment, which works fine, but I'm not a big flosser, so I try to find equipment, whether it's water, like some kind of water jets or something like that to take the place of the floss itself. I don't know, I've just never really been big on it. Sue me, I know the dentist wants to. But that's why I use the Burst toothbrush. I've really bragged on it as like the world's greatest all around, and I still feel that way because those bristles reach out and they get up underneath the gum, in between the tooth and the gum, where some stuff can start happening with age and your gums recede. Well, this helps with that, and it really did help. I'm bragging on the Burst through this review, but it really did help the last time I went to the dentist. Much improvement, no plaque build up between the gums and the tooth. So this worked. This, on the other hand, does what the Burst can't do, and what you see and can touch with your fingers, this can like polish the mess out of it. Like, because of those 40,000 strokes per minute on this thing, which demolishes the Burst, because whenever you use this, if you fire this thing up and then you use the Burst, if you wanted to use it right behind it, it feels sluggish, old, and out of date, because this thing revs up. It just feels so empowering. It feels like I've got this V8 in my hand and I'm about to demolish my teeth. And it feels like I'm at the dentist almost. But the results from it is like this glossy, like if you use it for, I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks I was in on it, the glossy shine of my teeth was like noticeably different. Like, this thing really powerhouse pressure washes, gets in there, does something with your enamel. I don't know if it pulls things out of it and polishes that enamel up and builds that thicker or something. I don't know, but it feels like a polish. It feels like I go like that, and I couldn't do that before with the other devices I was using. This is the equivalent of a dentist clean when I leave and you take your tongue across your teeth. So bravo, Cybersonic 3. Very impressed by that. The downside is it's not getting in between your teeth like the Burst toothbrush. It's not getting in between the gum and the tooth. But other than that, I really do feel like you should add this to your arsenal if you took my recommendation and bought the Burst, which is not expensive. This really isn't as expensive maybe as it could be as well. You can shop around and get some deals. But the stand, what I was getting to about the charging stand that sits on with the little attachments, it's terrible. It's like this two-piece design and it rocks. It's terrible. So take that out, throw it away, and just use the stand without the stand. I don't know why they did that, but I guess it's optional to have that underneath it. But I just took it off, have the round stand this, and it looks sleek, unique, modern. Even though this is an old brush, it still looks modern and fits in. It doesn't look like, whoa, what the heck? You got Grandpa's toothbrush, eh? It doesn't look like that. So, with all that said, recommend it. But you got to do a little something to get ready for this thing, because the first time you use it, you don't know if you can do it. Like, I was like, what's going on? Why am I shaking repeatedly and this thing's going in and out of my mouth like this? Because if you don't do a little some technique, this will tickle the ever-living daylights out of your soul. Like, it goes inside and goes to your ghost. So, but I'm going to close this out now and pass this on to a pre-recording of myself to finish this out. You should definitely check it out. Link down in the YouTube description. It's actually showing you a full teeth brushing here across the front and stuff like that, so you can just see how tickly this is. And if you don't have your mouth kind of pre-lubed for it, it can super tickle. So make sure to wash your mouth out with some water or something like that before you get started, because once it hits those dry lips, that little peach fuzz around them lips, it will set you on fire. I thought the first time using this, how am I going to do this? It tickles so much. Anyway, here we go. Wetting your mouth in advance really helps with the tickles. It's so difficult holding my mouth open and not making a mess. Woo! So that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a sonic toothbrush. It's pretty doggone powerful and does a fantastic job of polishing. I hope you can see this shimmer in the light here off the teeth. That really didn't shimmer that much to that degree before using this thing. So it as a polisher, getting in there, really polishing the outsides of those teeth, not too much in between the gums or in between the teeth. You're going to need to floss, like if you're just going to use this as a standalone and no other companion piece, you're going to need the floss, and you're going to need to really get up in there and focus on those gums with something, some device that you're going to have. I'm going to continue to use the burst because it gets up in between the gums and the tooth really well, gets in between the teeth really well, and I'm also going to use the Cybersonic 3 as well. Before I used like the Oral-B type head, like just the head just like this, but this polishes your teeth so good. I mean, you can see it shimmer and shine, and it didn't do that before the month of this, using this, so that's impressive. So I am impressed by it. But it doesn't get into those nooks and crannies like my burst toothbrush. So I can't ditch the burst, but I can use the Cybersonic 3 now in partnership with my favorite toothbrush, which is the burst. So if you're looking for a companion piece for your burst toothbrush, which I highly recommend, go with Cybersonic 3. It's just like this ultimate cleaner polisher, enamel producer. I don't know. It looks weird and it feels good. It feels really good and slick. And to me, it's because of that. So make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that bell to make sure you get notified of the next tooth product that I review, because I review quite a bit of those for whatever reason. And the link to this is down in the YouTube description. See ya.